guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber from Kyuujin Cosplay, and today we are back at the guys with Madoka Magica episode 7.
I mean, I just looked at how many episodes we have left in the show,
Like 6.
and it's really not much.
Well, we've got a bunch of movies too, right?
It's such a short show! Yes, there are movies, and we might do them. Like, a lot of people have been asking me if we're gonna do movies.
Usually canon, so we should.
Yeah, but, I mean, Steins Gate also has movies, and Code Geass has movies. We've never found time to do them, so I don't know, maybe. Movies are long to do. They take so long to edit. So, and with everything else, I'm not sure I'll have the time, especially, you know, during the holidays and stuff, but I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
It's in the future, so we'll see. In any case, last episode we found out that when people turn into magical girls, their soul end up in the gem, the soul gem.
And if you lost it, you're
well, you can only control your body from a certain distance. So,
100 meters, right?
Yeah, so after that, like if the soul gem is away from your body just falls dead, sort of.
Nice.
Because, I mean, it's technically just an object. It's a vessel. They just didn't know about this, so we kind of found that out abruptly last episode when Madoka threw away Sayaka's soul gem as the drastic move to try and bring her down to earth. Kind of like her mother said, but her mother doesn't know what she's dealing with.
Yeah.
What Madoka is dealing with. You know, the advice was okay, but not in this situation.
Yeah, not so much.
So Sayaka's okay. Homura got the soul gem before it got way too far. Because if we had lost it, it would have been over for her. But now everyone except for Homura, because she knew about this, everyone is freaking out. So I wonder what they're gonna do this episode. Yeah, so basically this is where we are. I said we jump in this episode, see what happens next. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to know when these episodes come out, and check out our Patreon for the full reactions.
Alright, so let's watch it, guys.
She was in so much pain emotionally that she'd
numb
rather become numb, you know?
What?
That last scene was so disturbing, but so well, you know, portrayed and designed. From everything in the shadows and like we only saw an outline, but deep down it's all dark and empty, and then we see the blood and stuff, and that's it.
I think they did a great choice by doing it, because it's even more disturbing to just see the outline and the...
Well, it portrays how she feels inside.
Colors, yeah.
It shows how she feels inside. And I really, really enjoyed it. I mean, Sayaka is not my favorite character, but she's my type of character, though. You know, she's my type of personality. I was saying she has a hero complex. The hero complex is mostly that she wants to do good by Mummy's teachings. She wants to, you know, make sure that Mummy is proud of her wherever she ended up. So she was willing to, like, I mean, she went into this whole deal thinking she was going to do some good, and the price she had to pay was to fight like Mummy in order to save other people, and she was fine with that. But the true sacrifice, and I mean, we can talk about what it means to be a hero here. The true sacrifice wasn't that you're going to take on that job. It's also what you're going to become to take on that job. She basically died. She became an empty vessel, sort of. So but she didn't know this, and when she found it out, yeah, of course, being a human being and being a kid too, she had to face that reality that everything that she was completely changed, and that's an ultimate sacrifice. You know, the sacrifice of yourself for someone else. It's not just I'm gonna fight witches in order to save people. It's not active. It's just you change who you were. You ended what you used to have in order to become this empty shell. That's a big sacrifice, and she's not completely willing to give it. So that whole, you know, I still want to do good by, you know, by other people for Mummy's sake, it's still there. But of course she's gonna doubt, you know, did I make the right decision? Was it worth it and stuff? And that's gonna make her feel horrible.
Well, that's okay to doubt about this type of decision.
It's okay to doubt. It's okay to doubt. But then in comes the guy she helped save, and he's fine. You know, he's living his life. He's having everything that she feels she won't have anymore because she won't have to live. And she's kind of thinking, you know, I gave him everything, but now I don't have anything left. And she's going to be reminded of that. Like, how horrible would it be to think, maybe I made the wrong choice? Because, it's kind of like saying, who is he to deserve it more than I do? But then who is she to deserve it more than he does?
The thing is, she wanted so bad to help him out, to have his life back. Of course, she didn't know that by doing so, she would lose her own life. Because I'm not even sure if... do you think maybe that since their body is technically dead...
They can probably age, though, because Mami has been a magical girl for a little bit, and...
But who said that she wasn't that age from a long time ago?
In the flashback, she looked younger, and, she had experience. I'm guessing she was a magical girl for a few years, or a couple, at least. I would assume she grew up.
Write it down in the comments. Can they grow up even as magical girls? Because I'm not sure
they can die. I'm not sure they can die, but their body can age at least to a certain point, I think. Or I hope so.
Who knows?
But even then, your soul, if the gem is away from your body is dead. So basically your body bleeds, so there's a heart in there that's beating.
Okay.
But it's like, it's an empty shell anyway. Like, everything that makes them is in the gem.
But...
And it's true that, she's talking about if she lost the guy she loves because what right does she have? Like, I'm speaking from her point of view, but what right would she have to be in a relationship with him when she knows that her soul, who she is in the gem? So he would be, hugging, kissing, spending time with a vessel instead of having a true relationship with someone alive, So basically, but who she is, like the way she talked to Sakura, I'll call her Sakura because I keep forgetting her other name, but Kyoko, yeah, thank you. The way she talked to Kyoko, like I was saying, Kyoko has gone through so much so early, that because of that wish, that she directly said, oh, okay, I made that wish, and that wish took away my family. Yeah. So she's got like a different relationship with her powers. She's like, it's not so much like I made a wish for someone else, but then that wish turned on me and it took everything from me. So now I'm being selfish, and she has that right to think like this, Deep down, she's not a bad person, and I'm actually glad we got to see that.
I do believe that what she's doing, using magic for herself, doing stuff for herself alone.
It's kind of like,
to make sure that the only person that will get hurt at the end will be her.
No one else. No, but it's kind of like, if you are giving away your food to people who are starving, you're doing some good in the world, but you're not keeping any food for yourself, and one day when you're starving, no one gives you food.
Yeah.
You make that realization that if you give away everything for the sake of others, you'll end up with nothing, and no one, in her experience, no one was there to help her.
Kind of remind me high school, but to be honest.
What?
I said it kind of remind me high school, to be honest. I had a tendency to give to people around me, like to help other people, but I never received help, and I never allowed myself to receive help. So it's kind of become a burden at the end of it.
Well, it's sort of what it is, and in her case, the not being given food, not being helped, she lost everything. So of course she would be like, well, in that case, I'm not giving away food anymore, But you see people who truly deserve, food and truly need it, but she still has that personality of, I'm not giving away food, because if I give you everything, I'll end up with nothing again.
Yeah.
It's kind of a, I'm in it by myself, so it's doggy dog. What's the saying in English? I don't remember. But in French, we say, fuck, I don't even remember what it is in French. but it's like, she's in it for herself. She's gonna fight for herself, and that's it.
Okay.
And Sayaka is not there yet, because what she did truly helped the person she loved. And the sacrifice is huge, because if Kyoko lost her family, she kind of feels like she lost her chance at having a relationship with the guy, and technically she kind of felt like she lost her life, but she still has that dream of doing like Mommy, so she's gonna use that as her lifeline.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, now that she's kind of doing like Kyoko, but in another way, like in another dramatic way. Like she's going, okay, might as well, you know, take advantage of everything that I've become, and since I'm hurting inside, might as well use the fact that I can feel nothing to feel nothing.
Which is so bad, to be frank.
It's really sad because, you know, I could see, you know, someone do the sacrifice. Like, I think Homura is a good example of someone who understood what she was doing, you know, lived with the consequences of her choices, did, you know, wished for something. Like, we assume that she came from the future, and she came back to change something, right?
Yeah.
So, in my opinion, doing that, whether it's for yourself or for others, ultimately, her life would be over after this. Like, she did this in order to change that future that she had or she has seen. So her wish wasn't for herself. Maybe a little bit, depending on what she wants to change, but still, it's in order to change a future that she might never see, because who knows what happens to her if she changes things, you know? So, despite, you know, having done that, now she's living completely alone, completely cut off from people. She's still, you know, I'm guessing she hasn't cut herself off from her emotions, but then I wonder. I've seen anger from her.
Well, she's not showing. Sorry, guys. She's not showing so much emotion as anger and
We've seen her, you know,
well, she
hurt.
She was scared sometimes. Yeah.
We've seen her hurt. I mean, it's not so much the emotions that you're cutting off; it's just the pain reaction and everything.
Well, she's not allowing herself to make any connection with other people.
Yeah, but does it mean that she cut herself off from her vessel like Sayaka's doing right now? But still, like, she is doing her job as a magical girl, understanding perfectly what she gave up versus what she got from it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But still, that doesn't make her life any less miserable. You know, like we said, she cut off herself from everyone else, and she doesn't have friends, she doesn't have family, and you know, again, who knows what happens to her at the end of the day. But Sayaka is having a hard time dealing with the whole thing, and I understand. I just hope that Madoka can somehow help her.
She needs a hug.
I do wonder if, you know, Madoka would be thinking of, you know, sacrificing herself in order to save the other magical girls.
That could be something to which, well, it will be a really huge miracle to change every single magical girl into normal human beings
Well,
again.
people keep saying she's got potential. I don't know. I just thought it was really sad to see, you know, Sayaka wanting to be the hero like Mami that saves people, having lost so much, and dealing with the fact that, you know, even though she wants to be bigger than this and she wants to be stronger than this, she can't help but feel like, you know, she's suffering because of that sacrifice. Like, she doesn't want to make that sacrifice, but that's what all heroes do. Like, I don't think there is a hero that has given of himself completely without ever feeling doubt. Like, do I really want to do this? It's what makes them human. So, anyway, very good episode. Really, really beautiful visually, even though it's fucked up.
I love the design. Even more so with the backstory for Kyoko.
Like that too.
I like the fact that she was technically playing with the puppet of her father and sister, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
That was nice.
But visually, like, yeah, it's interesting. I don't think I've seen something like that. Despite the fact that I know the ones that did Madoka Magica also did a show. I don't remember which show, but they did another show that Fate Zero, I think.
Yeah.
They did that, right?
Yeah.
But the graphics
wasn't it just the soundtrack?
No, I don't think so. In any case, I don't think I've seen graphics like this in an anime before, and I think it's really cool. So thank you guys for watching this episode with us. If you want to see the next episode right away, it is on Patreon already. You can check it out. The link is in the description below.
And if you don't, the next one will be out on YouTube next week, guys. So stay tuned. We're gonna see you then.
Bye.
Bye, guys.